Hey everybody, it's Jeannie with Jeannie's Palette, and I am participating today in a playlist with Take 5 hosted by myself and my friend Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration. Today's Vintage Vibes. I found this cutie at a local resale store. All the proceeds go to support people victims of domestic violence, so I do like shopping there. And most of the time it's really high-end things. And this has been remade by somebody already, but we're going to give it a facelift, this little vintage cutie, and make it all better. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove this twine. There are hangers on the back, so I'm just going to remove this twine that is tied to that, and then we'll get started refinishing and fixing this bad boy up. Alright, so someone is already appears to be like a dry brushed white on this. I'm not feeling that. And we do have a little broken piece of molding over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. We may just leave it as is, because I think once we get some paint on it, it's going to be better. This is, it's really like paper, cardboard or something. It's not wood. And someone's made it into a chalkboard and placed it inside of this. It does have a tray right here. Like maybe it was a chalkboard at one time. I don't know. We got the vintage vibe going on, and I'm going to go for a little kind of shabby chic with some pink. And this looks almost white, but it is pleasant pink. So we're going to put that on. It's a folk art home decor paint. Now I did clean this up just a little bit, so we're just going to start putting the pink on. And it is just a hint of color in there, so I think it's going to be really pretty. It's going to pop when I put it next to something white. So let's get this painted. Okay, so here we have it with our blush pink all on. It did take a couple of coats. It's still a little damp in a couple of places. I probably should have done a little light sanding before I started, but I didn't, and it's okay. It'll be okie dokie dokie. I love these little finials. Let's see if I can get them. Aren't they cute? And then it's got these little pegs to hang things, and of course that little tray that they used for chalk. I did not worry about getting paint on that chalkboard part because we're going to zhuzh it up anyway. So next, what I want to do, I don't really like this matte finish of this, so I'm going to add on some pearl white, and this is a metallic paint, Deco Art, bright metallic paint. It'll still have a little hue of the pink, but this is going to make it shine, and that's what I want. I don't like this flat matte color for this. Okie doke, let's get busy painting. So now I have this paper studio paper from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to be using that to cover the blackboard part so we can make something really pretty and zhuzh this up. Trying to decide which way I want it to go. Oh, maybe, decisions. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm an eyeball measurer. My daddy was a trim and cabinet man, a carpenter, master carpenter. He would have had a fit the way that I measure, because he was a measure twice, cut once kind of man. But this is going to work out just fine for me. I'm just taking my nail and going along right here to get this. And as you can see, we're going to need to piece together 2 pieces of this paper. Now I am going to try to match the pattern, so I'm overlapping a little bit here just because I don't want it side by side like that. I don't want it so noticeable that it's pieced together, if we can do that. And so we got it right there. I just need to straighten it up and do my little measuring tactic. I think I'm going to actually just take my scissors and go right along here and use the board as a guide, because my fingernail was popping through, and I think this will work just fine. We might need to trim up some edges to make it look, oh, I ripped it. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Now we're going to have to piecemeal it back together. Alright, so now we're just going to put some Mod Podge. You could use Liquitex medium here, or whatever you like to use as glue. I'm just going to get that on, and then we'll put our paper on. So I've got the paper down, I've got it pieced together, and now I'm just using a metal tag here to press out just a few of the wrinkles. This is cardstock, so I'm not going to put any Mod Podge on the top of it, but it is buckling up in a few places, probably because I have too much glue under there. I know I'm really close to the mic right now, so I may be hurting your ears. I apologize. Turn down the volume. Turn down the volume. Warning, warning. Okay, so let's get these bubbles out right here, and then we will be ready for our final reveal. Okay, here she is. She's got quite a few lumps under the paper, so I'm going to need to maybe work on that a little bit. But here's my idea for her. Hold, please. Alright, so here's my plan. I have these little S-hooks. I do believe I got them from Amazon. But here we are. I've put them on the top with the bigger part over the top edge. And I'm going to use it as a jewelry display. I think that is really, really pretty, and it'll, I don't know, it's just my vibe. So it's a little vintage vibe. Hey guys, don't forget to check. Alright, so that's what I have for you. This little cutie that I think is a shabby chic kind of vintage vibe to it. I love it. I can't wait to use it in my displays. Now, check out the playlist so that you can see everyone else who created something today. I'm sure they're much better than mine. But hey, check them out. See what we got going on. I don't know why my eyes are looking off over that way, because I'm looking right at the camera. A little blooper for you. But anywho, I love how this turned out. I'm going to put a lot of necklaces on it and use that as a display. Those little pegs on the bottom, I'm going to hang painted ornaments. So I've got big plans for this little cutie patootie. Alright guys, thanks so much. Check out Christy, my co-host, who's also tagged in the description. And hey, how about give me a little thumbs up and ring that bell and subscribe and come back and see me. Ta-ta for now. Oopsie.